My fellow Guyanese, greetings to you, and welcome to Uncensored Guyana. I am Dr. Prasad. Kenny, Sherwin, Warner Prasad. The Prasad name, or last name, is what I have adopted. I do have that right, don't I? I can choose any name I wish. I chose Prasad, which in other words means precious gift. So I come to you daily as your precious gift. The fact that I have a Hindu background and I do have ancestors that are Indian, why the fuck do I have to always come here and defend my decisions? Why do I always have to do that? What's it for you? What's it to you? What I call myself. I always have to feel the need that I need to keep justifying why I am Prasad. Why do I need to do that? Why? Who the fuck are you that I need to explain to you niggas why I am Prasad? The continent that you love so much, Africa, there are millions of Prasads there. There are millions of Singh, Prasads, Jagdeo, Ramatar, Ali, millions. But you idiots are so dumb and so confined to your stupidity, your small ghetto spaces, that what you see coming out of my broadcast or my persona, this is like breaking news to you. You're not used to such illuminated, elevated individual. You are so hooked on the low lives from the fucking PNC that anything else that comes out of your so-called blackness that seem to be elite, exalted, you have issues like, oh my gosh, is it an alien? Is it a spy? No, it's a human being. And it's a man. It's a person. So you don't refer to people as it. I am human. I'm a person. I'm a man. Biologically, I'm Negroid. Socially, culturally, consciously, I am Indian. And because I am a native of Guyana, I am Indo-Guyanese, you fucking idiots. Yeah. The fact that you put that country, the fact that you put that country, that nation under duress, the fact that you subjected Guyana, you fucking idiots, to that low-life scum, the fact that you have devastated, you now have devastated, you have infiltrated Guyana's sovereignty and her future. You are now the pest that must be removed from that country, you fucking niggas. Look at what you subjected Guyana to. Look at what you have done to that country. That the worst of the worst. And don't come with the riches. That's the reason why he must be extradited. That is the reason why we are all in this discussion. His riches, his billions, his wealth is the whole platform as to why Rock of Ages has begun. as to why the beginning of the end of Guyana's democracy has begun because of the billionaire that you fucking stupid lick bumsy black people put Guyana through. Yes, because of that. You want to worship money? Oh, you get wet when you see a man shows up in money. Your ass starts to twitch when you see some guy shows up in money. Yes, this is what you caused. You have voted for the worst of the worst, and look at what you are causing to your fucking country. You stupid dunderheads, 1% pea brain niggas. That's what you caused your country. I wish at this point if I had supernatural powers, if I had supernatural powers, my gosh, I tell you, every one of you that made Azruddin what he has done to the country, I will serve justice on Guyana. On behalf of Guyana, I will deliver justice to all you niggas who showed up at the speaker's house, threatening him, invading his privacy, invading his space. What kind of a weak ass police force we have? What kind of a weak ass police force we have? What kind of a police force is that? What law enforcement we have? That's why the crime rate cannot be solved. That's why the crime cannot be solved. That's why these people feel so empowered to pose with guns on social media, to stab people with no sense of humanity. Because the law enforcement is a bunch of idiots. And they target people that is of no threat to them. But the people that they have to fight with, they stand up and they fold their arms and they allow those people to protest and violate people's privacy and people's human rights. Look at what you did to Guyana, you Negroes. You make Guyana now a laughing stock. You have managed to bring Guyana's status to your level. All the time, you weren't happy. You were not happy. We were not put on the blacklist of the United States Department for no immigrant visa. We were exempt. Imagine Barbados, apart from the prime minister or the president, mere monthly, Barbados have a lot of intelligent people in the parliament, clean slate, and yet they were blacklisted because of their government, just because of the position their government has when it comes to foreign policy. They suffered the consequence as an entire country, just for the foreign policy difference with their president who likes to talk. Look what happened to that country. She did nothing else wrong besides the fact that she hates Trump, she hates Guyana, and she seemed to embrace narco-terrorists like Maduro. Her entire country suffered. Entire country suffered. And they're black. Oh, they're black. They deal with tourism. That's where their money comes from. Tourism. Look what you did to Guyana. You understand the implications? Do you understand the implications for your actions, Guyanese? Not Guyanese, black people? You understand the implications for what you have done? For a few dollars more? You throw some monies on the floor, you throw it in front of the fan, and you turn the fan on and let the fan blow the money towards the Negroes. And them niggas come running. Yeah, massa, what's up? Make a video and criticize the speaker. Make a video and criticize the government. Make a video and talk good about Azruddin Mohammed. Yes, massa, will do, will do. If you don't stop, if you don't stop Azruddin Mohammed from taking up such a constitutionally powerful seat in government as opposition leader, if you don't stop that, I guarantee you niggas, you think you know what suffering is? You think you know what poverty is? Oh, you haven't seen it yet. You think you know. You think you know to the point where you think that this man who is on his way to prison, possibly for the rest of his life, you think you know what damage can be done? Huh? You think you feel special because some replaceable diplomats who are recycled ever so often come out and put some lip service and whatever they've done behind the scenes to pressure the speaker to arrange some meeting for the Mohammeds? You think you know what's happening. Let me educate you on a few things. Okay? I'll educate you. I need to stick on that. I need to spend time on that. This is not about Indians. Understand this. Indo-Guyanese have nothing to do with the problems that is coming. Absolutely nothing. Their hands are washed clean. And I hope to the universe that the problems that are coming, economic problems that are on its way, will not affect them. It will only affect the blacks. Because it seems like black people they glory in punishment. They enjoy it. So when life is too smooth, when life is too predictable, they don't like it. It's not exciting. There's no drama. They can't complain. They have to go with the law, and they don't want that. They want chaos, because chaos gives them an excuse to steal, to stab people to death, to brandish weapons on social media, to jump or break people's house, to molest women, to steal from their jobs, not to go to work, to protest, to loot. Oh yes, chaos give them niggas the opportunity to do that. So anything that will contribute or ignite or create an environment for chaos, they're behind that. Hence, Azruddin Mohammed as their leader, these low-life skunks. Yes, black people. Yes, black people. Afro-Guyanese. Low-life skunks. I'm talking to you. Look in the mirror, slap yourself. Look in your mirror and slap yourself. Shameful. You are disgraceful. This is why nobody wants to deal with you. You can't be trusted. If you hate yourself, how the heck can you be loyal to anybody else? How? You cannot be trusted. You have an opportunity for the mistake you have made, not a mistake, the dumb thing you did in breaking up the PNC. You are all so proud of Barnum. I mean, you hate Aubrey so much. Aubrey Norton may have his issues, but the man can travel anywhere. The man don't have a criminal record. You hate him so much. You celebrate the celebrity of criminals. Reasons why you idolize Vibes Cartel, Buju Banton, was the other one? Shabba Ranks and Maxi Priest and them others. This is why you idolize them. The lady saw on the thing, whatever. Because they are all criminals. And you like that. It's like exciting. You have their poster in your bedroom. You have their image all over the place because you would not idolize people that have a clean record. Blacks that has clean records. No, you idolize TD Jakes, Puff Daddy, all of these criminals, you idolize them because you seem to get off on supporting the devil. And now look what you have done to Guyana, your country. It's your country. You protest. You have this attitude of always posting, oh, Guyana is for the people. Yes, which people? Then how can you do that to your country? How can you do that to your country? Azruddin Mohammed, if the man didn't have, think about this, folks, separate Azruddin from his material possessions. Take that away from him. Let him stand as a man. You think anybody will give a shit about him? There is nothing on that man that resembles character. Nothing. The only thing that qualifies him in the eyes of them niggas is that he has enough money to throw around to them. There's no character, no quality, no education, none whatsoever. Money runs down, remember that. The whole sanction thing, the whole case can result with all of the assets and money tied to the Mohammeds confiscated. Every cent as of what happened to Maduro. No matter where they hid their money, the US will get to it. And at the end of the day, they're broke. Zero. Then what? Then what? You don't think that's possible? Oh yeah, it has happened many times, many times. Everyone that is indicted for financial crimes, drugs and all these other crimes, everything they have is seized and taken away. They walk with nothing. They go to prison broke. But you niggas can't read. That's why you spend your days being educated by Vibes Cartel and Shabba Ranks and these others. That's why that's all that plays in your head. They're your teachers. And in Guyana, the Babel Skello and these others, these lowlifes, yeah, dumb educating dumb. So you don't know what's happening in the rest of the world. You have no idea. So when the PPP, who actually loves you, is educating you and telling you it is to your detriment if you sell your vote to the Mohammeds. The PPP explained everything, and you still did it. Now you're threatening the Speaker of the House. You're putting your country at risk just because you want fair play, just because you want to see this man who is not even your relative. He don't look like you. He hates you. You're stinking fuck-ups. He hates you. Listen to his father. Who do you think sent the message to the Speaker? Look at what the father said to the Speaker of the House. He now wants to take the Speaker of the House to court. For what? Defamation. Imagine that. Imagine this Shell Mohammed, who recently and is currently being investigated by the ERC. Shell Mohammed, the racist in chief, cuss out them niggas, call them dogs, call them all their dirty names, and that was on tape. Imagine what he does off tape. Imagine what they do to their food when they cook it, then serve the Negroes. Imagine Shell of all person is coming and attacking the Speaker of the House, and he failed to realize of the things he just said about the Negroes. Oh, you fucking niggas, you motherfuckers. Oh, you niggas. I can't. And your eyes have not, your eyes. Why? Why? You think the Win Party was Azruddin's idea? You think he came up with that idea? You think everything about Win, the name, the policies, everything, you think it's Azruddin? Azruddin was approached by black people from the PNC. He was approached. His conditions were, if he's going to fund it, he has to be the leader. Then he saw an opportunity. Based on the advice he got from the others, he saw an opportunity to escape extradition or legal troubles if he wins. That was the basis on which Azruddin got involved. It had nothing to do with him. Win was not his idea. The political party was not his idea, not even his father. The same way how somebody goes to a sponsor and say, hey, I have this idea for this product, but I need financing. Then the sponsor says, it's a good idea, but it has to have my name. And the people with the idea are so desperate, they sell out. We need the money. We don't mind putting your name there. And in the contract, name means I own it. All they looked at is the money they're getting. It's the same thing with Win. Because he funded it, he, by default, became the leader. But he did not wake up one day and say, I'm going to start a political party. Black people approached him. The intention was to get him to fund to try to break away votes from the PPP, using his face to pull Indian votes. That was the intention of the PNC. They couldn't find anybody else to fund it. They were looking. Nobody else wanted to get involved in that. But since they saw a hustler, a man who has issues, a man who would need this, they approached him. He bought it because, of course, if he's going to get him out of jail, fine. The backlash they weren't expecting. They wanted him to destroy the PPP because they think Indian people will vote for him. They didn't expect black people to vote for him. They wanted Indians to vote for him, and the blacks stay with the PNC. So imagine if the blacks had stayed with the PNC and Indians had given Muhammad 16 seats, what would we be having? Let me paint this for you. The PNC had how many seats in the last election? 28, 30? Let's say they had 30 seats. They had that. They hoped by some miracle they would keep the 30 seats that they had. And by getting Azruddin to come, fund them, and start this other party like they've done before with AFC. Oh yeah, AFC is also PNC, also PNC. Then they managed to seal some because, of course, they had people with some kind of character like Camerage and Trotman. But instead, the universe saw their plan and said, "Oh, that's what you're hoping for? You want to use this criminal to destroy a divine man's party? The Lord and Savior of Guyana, Chetty? You want to use the Satan to destroy Chetty's party? Okay." What did the universe do? Turned it. Instead of Azruddin destroying the PPP, he destroyed the PNC. Yeah, exactly. And not only that, the people of God in the PNC come out of her, my people, be not partakers of their crime. God called forth the good Afro-Guyanese from the PNC who made up the massive majority win for the PPP. That's how God dealt with a sinister plan the PNC had in trying to get this criminal to devastate God's party, the PPPC. Instead, Satan turned against himself. Now the backlash came. And they're so shameful. Why do you think the PNC is silent? Why do you think they're not pushing? It's not just because of the money they're being paid to shut up. No. They want the black people who turned against them to suffer. They want them to suffer. So they want to push through Azruddin Mohammed's election in the parliament as opposition leader, only to sit back and enjoy the struggles that will come. Folks, that's why the same United States ambassador should understand that the election of Azruddin Mohammed in the parliament as opposition leader is going to directly impact diplomatic relations with the government of Guyana. It will directly impact it. She throw it around to say, well, certain business we will not be able to deal with because of the sanctioned criminal who's opposition leader. Then what are those businesses? High level business that will affect the country, governance, international relations will be put on hold because they will not consult with just the president. Based on diplomatic arrangement, they have to consult with both the president and the opposition. Why? You're dealing with a democracy. And if you are supporting democracy, you're going to do business with a country, you have to consult both leaders to get their go ahead. You can't do it with one and then the other one, because if the other one is against it, the other one can influence their followers to rise up and protest, which is detrimental to any foreign investment. So instead, what will they do? They will just put it on hold. Because we cannot interact. Why we cannot interact? Because we represent a country that does not support sanctioned individuals in government. So therefore, Since you elected this man in your country, we respect your democracy, but you have to respect our position as a foreign country that we can't engage with you. One. Two, we depend on tourism. We depend on foreign investment. We depend on foreign, the oil companies. We depend on the IDB, the IMF, the World Bank. We, as in a country, Guyana, depend on all of these foreign institutions. They will not engage the government with a sitting opposition leader who is indicted on his way to prison. It doesn't matter what time the case is resolved. Pending the outcome of the case, all business will be ceased, paused, all business. What does that mean? It will be difficult for the government to access loans. It will be difficult for the government to engage international partners for projects and programs in the interest of development for the country. The government will not be able to go alone at that. There's a difference with not having an opposition leader than to having one. If you don't have one, then you work around that. If you have one, they have to consult because it takes both signatures on certain document, both signatures, opposition leader and the president's signature. It is required by constitution in certain business or international relation to have both signatures for it to be official. So because the countries, the international arena, cannot engage with a criminal, they will avoid. You will be seeing a lot of diplomatic offices closing in Guyana. A lot of businesses will be pulling out of Guyana, and it will directly affect the oil revenue because the Americans, they took over Venezuela. The Americans are in control of Venezuela. There is much more oil there, much more. What do you think it will take from them to pull out of Guyana and just skip over to Venezuela? It will cost them nothing. Because in Venezuela, they can do business now. They have no sanctioned individual in the government. And the president now of Venezuela is on her way to Washington to meet Trump. You get it? That same woman was the vice president, but she could not have gone to meet the president of America. None of them. Why? Because of the leader who was wanted, a fugitive, he was sanctioned, and he was under pressure. Because of him, everything else was blocked. He's out of the way, everything opened up. You see how long Venezuela suffered because of having a sanctioned man in the parliament? Leading almost 20 years, almost 20 years to the status that they are right now. Now they breathe a sigh of relief. You have the man you're going to elect as opposition leader on Monday. You're putting the entire country at risk, the entire financial system of Guyana at risk. This ain't just words, you stupid Negroes. This ain't just word. And why I'm talking to Negroes is because it's your fault. You did it. You single-handedly bankrupt your country because you have no value for assets. You don't value riches. You don't value wealth. You don't understand that wealth is gold. You don't understand prosperity is blessings. No, you're stuck on poverty. You're stuck on stupid. You can't see the damage you have caused because you voted against your principle, against your principle. It matters who your leader is. And those of you who are protesting the swearing in of Azruddin Mohammed, don't do it quietly. Don't do it quietly. The world must know. The same way, and I want to give the Attorney General, the head of the legal apparatus in Guyana, the head of the legal apparatus in Guyana, I want to give him credit and acknowledge his sacrifices to come out and continuously tell the Guyanese. And since he has done everything possible to make this thing not happen, and the fact that a large portion of the country, they want to see fair play, I stand with you, Anand Nandalal, that you made it clear that we are going on record that the People's Progressive Party is not in support and does not endorse the People's Progressive Party does not endorse and will never endorse a criminal, a fugitive, to take up such an important constitutional seat in the country. Never. So the world knows on record, the PPP as a political party, the Irfan Ali government followed the law, did everything possible according to the book to make sure that Guyana is not subjected to this embarrassment. Our hands, the People's Progressive Party's hands are washed clean from that. It's all on the black people, headed by the PNC, and now this man, this Indian man, this Indo-Guyanese man leading the black people. You prefer him to lead you than a man that you actually knows all his life loves black people, Irfan Ali. All his life. You know for sure that he loves black people. You don't have to question that. You know that. There's nothing to question. Irfan Ali, now President Irfan Ali, is a lover of Afro-black people. Everybody knows that. And you rather betray Ali by standing against the PPP and President Ali to push this criminal who you know hates you. He's a racist. His father is a racist. His family are racist. Look at his sister. She despises black people. Look at how they interact. She's always, keep your distance. And somehow you think the son is going to be different? You see how quick they want to defend their father's statements? And you're going to have this man reduce Guyana to that. I can't push all the negatives to you in one show. I got to elaborate on the points so you understand what diplomacy is. People will turn their back on our president. He spent all this time, all the years, building Guyana, putting Guyana on the map, getting respect for Guyana all these years. And you fucking Negroes are going to throw that away overnight? just because you are jealous of the fact that you are poor and lazy and you're not exploiting the opportunities. You think Azruddin, being opposition leader, can go and take money from the treasury and give you cash grants? You think he has any power to tell the government what to do? That's what you're hoping for? That's what he told you? You have a sister right there. Might I remind you, idiots, might I remind you, Azruddin Mohammed did not wake up 6 months ago and say, Daddy, I think I want to go into politics. I'm going to start a political party. It didn't happen like that. That was never, never in their minds. They were PPP loyalists. His father ran for councillor in the PPP. If his father had any interest, and the reason why he ran to be a councillor in Region 4 is so he can spy on where there are lands that he can possess. He wants to be in the system to see where the holes are, the loopholes are, that he can exploit it, to see where lands are. Okay, there's land there, nobody has it, I can use my political ties to get it. That was it. If they had any interest in getting into politics, they could have started a party. The father could have started a party. He had the means. They could have done it in 2020, 2015. They could have done it. But they had no interest. Azruddin had no interest. All he wanted is to do his bad business and get away with it. It was the blacks from the PNC who approached him because they needed a backer, they needed a sponsor. He was not supposed to get involved. He just had to be the financier. But his father, hey, don't trust them Negroes. His father, don't trust them Negroes. If you're going to fund them, tell them you have to be the head. You have to. And then the whole idea came up to push him to get the Indian votes. Then, so understand this, Negroes. It in him, this is the PNC initiative. But the PNC got a kick in their ass because he turned against them and realized that, this is good. This fame and this power and this influence, this is good. I can't bow to these Negroes now. No. I have to reasons why he is not responding to their calls to work together, because he don't trust them. How the hell can he trust them when he knows the whole plan was for him to cripple the PPP? And now they're using politics to trick him again. But their education, the PNC's education, has educated Mohammed in this field. So he's using their teaching against them. So they're coming out now and saying, well, the Wayne people don't want to work with us. We consulted with them. They don't want to work with us. The leader don't want anything to do with the PNC. Why should they? Why should they? Because he knows that you people want to get rid of him. He knows that the people in the PNC, in the Wayne party are PNC. He knows that. All the things that is happening, he is doing it as an individual, single-handedly. He is doing nothing in conjunction with his party or the other opposition. He is doing it himself because he realized that the party is not about him. It's about the PNC and the black people. So all this pushing and pushing to get him elected, because he knows that they used him. His father is there to tell him, they want to get rid of you to put this Tabitha woman How many times do you see him and her together in anything? How many times? It is evident when they have the protest. Do you see her there? Because they realize that Azruddin is the party is about him, not them. They have to fight for him. You think you could have betrayed a man? You can never betray a racist. Their agenda is to use you. They used you. You think you can now somehow trick the man? No. You can't. Black people sell out each other. That what's her name again? Fatah, Odessa woman. She is the scam that betrayed her people. She is the link between Azruddin and them. And she's reporting to him the plan they have to get rid of him. She is pushing him too. She's one of the ones that's pushing him to say this, put this, put this. Azruddin don't have the mind of his own. He don't have brains. She is exploiting him, bringing and carrying news. You know, they have these people they come and they tell you one thing, then they go and tell somebody else the same thing. Then they come back with news from the person and tell you, yeah, she's the in between, the snitch. So you would more find her. But the real politician, the real person that can make a difference is that Tabitha woman. But like I said before, it comes down to whose name is going to be there. All the people of Guyana will rally behind Azruddin? No. They know what's up. They know the plan. They all know the plan. You know the ones that he boycotted and didn't make them a part of the team? They all know the plan. So when the names are given up, it can't just be his name. They have to have a list of names from the parties. Who are we going to select? You can't have one name there. You have to have names from all the parties. So if all the people of Win signed on and say we all agree that Azruddin's name alone, that's not democratic. You can't do that before you get to the parliament. When you get to the parliament, then you have to submit the names. Not before. Then you vote. Whether it's the aye says whatever it is, you vote there. Or those who are in favor of this one, you can get up and go to the other side. Whatever process they do. And I do hope that a protest from the blacks that understand the magnitude of problems that will be coming as a result of this Mohammed guy, I do hope they can make their protest heard loud. The same way how they can go and protest in front of the Speaker's house. You should go out and protest in front of the Parliament and let the country know that you do not stand with this kind of mediocrity, this kind of low-life, thuggish behavior, and you definitely don't stand behind a criminal. You black people need to make your protest heard. Don't do it on social media. The same way how they go out to protest, you go out to protest. The PPP members can't do that. They didn't vote for anybody there. And all the people from the PNC, you're protesting cash grants, right? Now you have a good reason to protest. I want to also acknowledge Ganesh Mahipal. I thought you were an idiot, but you are a true Indian. Ganesh Mahipal, you are a true Indo-Guyanese. This is why I don't see, what are you doing with the PNC? What are you doing with the PNC? You are the one who have shown character. You on the shore and hold the guy who just quit. You have shown character. You should cross over, step away from the PNC, step away from the APNU, join the PPP. This is what the opposition should be doing. The PNC. Stand down. Say, votes or no votes. We can't have this. Suspend the nomination of the opposition leader until this man sort his legal troubles out. That is the best democratic, common sense position to arrive at. Refuse to be a part of it. You want to play politics, this is your chance. Pressure the speaker not to crumble under any international or any nonsensical pressure to call this meeting. The PNC and the other opposition should show character. Otherwise, you're screwed. You're a disgrace to your Afro-Guyanese constituent, a disgrace, a bunch of losers and hustlers. This is why people can only conclude. People can only conclude that Win paid you, that Azruddin paid you to come out and make statements. Because you don't do anything for free. You Negroes, you don't do anything for free. You don't come out and talk about crime. You don't come out to talk about molestation. None of that. But you found the time and the energy to make a comment regarding putting the parliament under pressure, to have this sanctioned individual, this criminal, be a part of the assembly, knowing the implications, just so you can make President Ali or the PPP look bad. It ain't on the PPP. This is not on the PPP. Has nothing to do with President Irfan Ali. Absolutely nothing. Don't get it twisted. I don't cuss. I'm a decent man. I try my best to live a certain way, to use, you know, the right kind of explicits. But you motherfuckers, I can't help it. You fucking bunch of idiots. You're total losers. Take a boat, and go in the channel and let the sail takes you where it is blacker. Do that. Save Guyana. Just fucking leave. You keep embarrassing the country, you nasty stinkers. Every day on social media, niggas committing crime, killing somebody, murdering somebody. Look, the other day, a good Samaritan was stabbed to death trying to park a fight in a ghetto. They kill him instead. Israel, can you invade Guyana, please? Can you Gazarize the ghettos? You know, you have your smart bombs and just target the ghettos where you have these thugs and these scraps and niggas. Target there. Because if we didn't have those people around, we wouldn't have Azruddin Mohammed. We wouldn't have them because smart Guyanese would never associate themselves with the likes of the Mohammeds. Never. But niggas are for sale. Yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to calm myself down. I know what is at stake. I'm trying to calm myself down. But thanks for your attention. Please like the video, click like, share this live. I would like to hear from you. And again, register your complaint. Register your complaint. Let the world know that you are not in support of Azruddin Mohammed, a criminal, as opposition leader. Please write it in the comments so the world knows. All you got to say is against. I'm against. Just that's it. Just say I am against in the comments. Nobody will come after. Who will come after you? Some secret spy? Who will come after you? The world would know that Guyana is against this. It's just a few Negroes that wants this. So please say, I'm against it. I am against it. Thank you for your attention. Good day.